Hi, good night everyone. This is Melissa, otherwise known as Honeybee2482, and I am making this video in response to You Love Megs, Oh My God, Your Hair is Straight. I'm coming from a slightly different context because, as you can tell from my accent by now, I am not from the US. I am from the Caribbean. I live in Trinidad and Tobago. It's a Twin Island state, and I live specifically in Trinidad. And where I live, there is not a large population of Caucasian people. Most people look like me. Um, the population is made up of mainly people of African descent, East Indian descent, and a small portion of the population is Asian or Caucasian and other races. And even though I don't have to deal with people of other races, as in white people, very often, I still do have my own personal experiences where people have expressed a preference for relaxed hair as opposed to natural hair. And I see this happening more or less in the workplace. I've had my own personal experience. About 3 or 4 years ago, I had dreadlocks. I did not have relaxed hair. In fact, before that, I had never relaxed my hair before. I was always natural. I grew dreadlocks while I was at university, and when I came out of university and I entered the work world, I had dreadlocks. And about 3 or 4 months into my job, I decided to cut my dreadlocks for personal reasons. I just wanted a change, and I cut my dreadlocks and relaxed my hair. And I was very surprised at the reactions that I got from people when I went to the workplace with my hair straight. The first thing that happened, the first day I went to work, a manager came up to me and she looked at my hair and she was like, "Oh my gosh, your hair looks so nice." And she went on to say, I know of someone who's going to be very pleased with this change that you've made." And she was referring to the vice president of my department at the time. And it would seem as though for the 3 or 4 months that I had been working there, they had issues, and they had not expressed this to me, of course. They had issues with the fact that I did not have relaxed hair. Another story I can give you is that I have a friend who has an aunt who is an executive at a very large company here in Trinidad. And she told me that she was speaking to her aunt one day about how they select persons for interviews and stuff like that. And her aunt told her that she will never hire someone that has dreadlocks or someone of African descent who has natural hair, that is kinky hair, as opposed to relaxed hair, that she would always hire the person that has relaxed hair over the person who has dreadlocks or natural hair. And I find that to be interesting because these persons who are expressing a preference for relaxed hair over natural hair are persons who are of African descent. So in the Caribbean, it would seem as though the experience is not where white people seem to be more friendly with you and more open with you when you have relaxed hair, talk to you more when you have relaxed hair. But it's an issue of people of your own race who, in the workplace specifically, just believe that it is better to have relaxed hair. And the reason for this basically is that there's a view that relaxed hair looks more professional, that when you have dreadlocks or you have natural hairstyles, that you don't look well groomed and you don't look professional, right? And I have issues with that because I think that there are a lot of people out there with dreadlocks and with natural hair who look very neat and look very well groomed. But I think that it is an ideology that people have where they believe that somehow straight hair is better, and they believe that straight hair is associated with professionalism and being well groomed. There are also stereotypes that exist where they believe that people with natural hair are wayward, and they don't they smoke, they do drugs and smoke weed and all those different kinds of things, and are from more lower class areas. And there are a whole lot of different prejudices and biases that come into play when they see, and a whole lot of stereotypes that come into play when they see people with natural hair as opposed to relaxed hair. Um, I find it to be very unfortunate. I think that it is a sign that as African people, we are not embracing our own identity and our own selves. I mean, if I choose, I think that I should be able to choose whether or not I want to keep my hair natural or choose to relax it or do anything else to it without having to worry about whether or not it's going to affect my chances of getting the job that I want in the corporate world. I think that people are not accepting of their own identity, of the features or the characteristics of their own race, and I think it's very sad. And I think that people need to start looking a lot more at my qualifications, looking at my strengths and my weaknesses, and what I as a person can offer to the workplace, rather than looking at my hair and my appearance and judging me based on that, and deciding whether or not they should hire me based on my hair. Um, I think that it is true that you need to be well groomed when you go into the workplace. So if you have dreadlocks or you have natural hair, you can be well groomed. I think that once that it is neat, and once your hair is how should I say, well groomed, and that you can still pull off a professional look, and you can still look professional. And that's basically my contribution. Thanks for watching. Bye.